Welcome student. Today we will start our new chapter. It is of coal and petroleum. I hope you all have done your writing work of the last chapter. Clear? So now we will start our new chapter, coal and petroleum. These two terms are not new for you. Coal you have heard already. Clear? And petroleum word is also not new because we are using this term in our day-to-day life. Clear? So some materials which we use daily in our life and which we get from nature directly, or some uh, material which we use, these are man-made materials. Okay, because for making or synthesizing of these material, human effort or human interruption is required. Clear? So some materials which we are using in our daily life are classified into two broad categories: natural category or man-made category. Suppose if you are using water in your day-to-day life, that time water is a natural material which you are using. Second thing, if you are using plastic, if you are using in your day-to-day life, that time plastic is a man-made material. Clear? So on the basis of this, you have to fill activity 5.1 as your homework. Okay, so does this list include air, water, soil and mineral? That is also written here. Means these are the materials which we get from the nature. So they are the natural resources, they get from the natural resources. But some are manufactured in factories, and some materials which we are using in our daily life, we get it from the factories or by the man-made processor. Clear? So these material or natural material, man-made material or natural material, you have to write down in this table. Okay, so can we use all our natural resources forever? That is the question by Bujo. Clear? So you can also think about it, that can we use all our natural resources forever? Because some material which we get from our environment, these are also divided into two broad categories. Okay, these are inexhaustible resources, or some are exhaustible resources. Inexhaustible resources means which are present in unlimited quantity in nature. Okay, so in inexhaustible natural resources, we can understand it by, in inexhaustible natural resources, they are present in unlimited quantity in nature. Okay, and they are not likely to be exhausted by human activities like sunlight, air. We are not having any control over them. Clear? So when till when they are having life, they will provide us their material. Clear? So sunlight, air, these are always available on earth. Clear? They are inexhaustible natural resources. But some materials are in fixed amount in nature, they are limited amount in nature, and can be exhausted by human activities. Like if we use them, if we over use them. Clear? So if what will happen, that the material will be exhausted soon. Clear? So examples of these resources are like forest, wildlife, minerals, coal, petrol, natural gas. These are the uh, resources which we get from our nature, and these materials are exhaustible materials. Clear? So one activity has given here, very in a simple way I will explain this activity to you all. This is a group activity. So just suppose it. Okay, suppose 40 students are in your class. Okay, so first what a teacher can do, or you can imagine this activity, because in lockdown period we can't perform this activity, but we can understand what is the main function of this, what is the motto of this activity. Okay, first I'll just classify all 40 student in 10 student in a per group. Okay, suppose 10 student in a per group, 4 groups will be there. Okay, so that time in uh, among these 10, again I am making subgroup. Subgroup means a group of 1 student, a group of 2 student and a group of 7 student. Okay, in each divided into this form. Okay, so this one is known as the first generation, 2 is known as the second generation, and 7 is known as the third generation. Okay, now I think that much is clear. So if I am keeping 4 containers in front of these groups, okay, 4 containers in front of these groups, okay, 4 containers having some popcorn in it. Okay, these containers are filled with popcorn. A, B, C, D. 4 containers are there. So if I am telling to first generation consume this popcorn, so first generation people will go, student will go and consume this edible one they have picked up. Okay, in a second generation, means how much they want, they just picked it up, not one, not fixed criteria. Okay, suppose they are picking up, first generation student has picked up all the whatever they, how much quantity they want from this containers. Now the turn will come for the second generation. Okay, that time second generation will go and according to their convenience or according to their demand, they are also consuming these popcorn from this container. Okay, so what do you think, in a third generation, is anything will left in these containers for the third generation people? It is very difficult to uh, give the edibles to them also. Okay, so same thing happening in our nature also. If first generation will overuse the natural resources in a very destructive manner, clear, so nothing will be left for the incoming generations. Okay, so it's our duty that we should consume all the things in a very organized manner. Clear, so this is the main concept of this activity. I hope that is clear. Now in this chapter we will read about, mainly we will read about the exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas, and how, because these are exhaustible and they were formed from the dead remains of living organism. Whatever the dead remains of living organism was present in on earth, so according on the extraction of these uh, fossils only, all the materials, all the exhaustible materials has formed on earth. Okay, so inside the earth these materials are present in a very limited amount, and as we know that these materials has made from the fossils, that's why they are known as the fossil fuels. Okay, I hope that much is clear. Coal and rest of we will discuss in our next video. Okay, till then you will read this chapter and try to understand it. Okay, thank you children.